break. I will accept that fact. I will never catch a break. I'll just accept that fact. It will never happen. I disagree with this tornado warning, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh well. Okay. We're back live. Once again. I I as much as I disagree about this tornado warning, you know. Am I live? Does anyone hear me? Can y'all see me? I can't tell if I'm having issues or not. Can someone confirm that we are live in chat? That would be great. I'm sorry, I can't really see anything. It says we're live. 9 people. Okay, yeah, we're back live. Tornado warning issued for northwestern Jones County, Clark County, and for Jasper County. I kind of disagree with this tornado warning. I think someone got a little happy with the trigger. And I'll explain why. So here's the issue. If we look at the velocity, I understand why the tornado warning was issued. I sort of. So if we look at velocity, you'll see for like 2 seconds a quick little area like pops up. Okay? And that's why the tornado warning gets issued. Just outside of Sandersville. This is actually just where we're set up. I'm set up in Sandersville right now. I can look out the window and see if a tornado's out here. I don't see anything. Anyways, we're set up in Sandersville. I'm not worried at all about getting hit by a tornado right now, and there's a reason why. So new tornado warning gets issued. You can see it here. I'll show it to you guys. You can see that area of rotation. Oh, okay. Let's grab onto it. You can see it fly through Hoy. Yeah, all I see is rain. So you can see. Okay, can this thing pause? So you can see this area of rotation. Not really area of rotation. It's a big area of inflow. Starts at Shady Grove, and then you can see it move up into the storm right here over Shady Grove. And so this is why the tornado warning got issued. And here it's over Hoy. So it was maybe not even a quick spin up tornado, I don't believe. I'm looking at the correlation coefficient, and I see nothing. So obviously nothing picked up debris. And so maybe there was a quick tornado that picked up nothing. I'm not sure. But I still disagree with the tornado warning, because in a situation like this, that you're going to get a bunch of little velocity spin-ups, I don't see the point of issuing a tornado warning. I get it. It popped up all of a sudden, but I don't think a tornado warning should have been issued. The greatest part is I walked in and started cleaning up the room that I'm in right now, because I was getting ready to make a few posts and whatnot, and I saw that pop up, and I was like, there's no way they issue a tornado warning for this. They issued a tornado warning for this. There's an ongoing joke at my school at Mississippi State that the National Weather Service at Jackson is very trigger happy. And I'm not trying to bash the National Weather Service here, but they have a very high false alarm rate. And one of the people from the National Weather Service of Birmingham pointed that out. You know, like, they have a very high false alarm rate. Yeah, I guarantee you the sirens are going off anywhere in this warning, spanning from Sandersville up to Quitman. But I disagree with it. I don't think it should have been released. I don't think it should have been. I don't think it should be a tornado warning right now. I know what it was. It was for this area of rotation that formed over Hoy. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so it was for that area of rotation that went over Hoy. Did not pick up any debris according to radar. That's what the tornado warning got issued for. With quick spin-ups like this, I don't think you should issue a tornado warning unless you know something's on the ground. It increases false alarm rate, and we talk about this cry wolf effect. You issue so many tornado warnings and nothing happens, and it's an issue. I think this is maybe one of those cases. We got 18 people on here. We got the most people on here for a live stream, and I just came on to talk about how it shouldn't be a tornado warning. That's amazing. Sorry, I got a very important text from someone that asked me if there was a problem about a tornado coming, and I was like, no, it's fine. Anyways, so just know, tornado warning got issued, just because of a little area of rotation that formed in North Laurel. You can see it on the loop here. It goes right here. Like I'll point it out. It's right here where it formed. You can see it kind of like brighten up real quick. I looked at the correlation coefficient. Golly, I can't speak. I like the correlation coefficient. It shows nothing. Now maybe something spun up in Hoy and we it didn't show up on radar. That's a possibility. We might hear about that soon. I don't know. There's no debris that was lofted. But the tornado warning got issued. It's just radar indicated. There's no area of rotation anymore. Like it literally lasted for maybe 30 seconds. You got bad for just a second? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Where did that cross over in Shady Grove? Now I'm curious because now we're doing a whole investigation as to where this happened. I believe it because if a quick little tornado went through there, I mean, I believe it probably got pretty loud and pretty whistly. I won't like I University Avenue. Yeah, that's basically where this happened. I mean, I guarantee you what happened is a funnel probably formed very quickly over the Shady Grove and Hoy community in North Laurel because this shows it going right over Houston Road, right over Trace Road, just right over Hoy, right over North Laurel. I guarantee you maybe a quick funnel did form, but maybe it did nothing. It's hard to tell. I definitely think this was probably one of those trigger happy moments from the National Weather Service at Jackson. And listen, I want to go ahead and say this. I don't plan on working for the National Weather Service. I plan on being a professional meteorologist, but I plan on doing this in a broadcasting way. This is what I want to do for the people of Mississippi. I respect the National Weather Service at Jackson. I love what they do, but just sometimes they pull the trigger a little too much. Compared to other National Weather Services, they're one of the number one services of doing that. Compared to the National Weather Service of Jackson, well, what am I saying? The National Weather Service of Birmingham even points it out. How they do things is usually they're very trigger happy with tornado warnings. I don't know if we had a tornado touchdown. It's possible that we did, but I mean, by the time the warning got issued, the tornado was already lifted. I don't think we should have had a tornado warning with this, but we could have had a spin up tornado in North Laurel just a second ago. And so we'll continue to hear news about that hopefully soon. Like I said, I respect the people of the National Weather Service deeply, but that's just one thing I think they do poorly is tornado warnings a good bit of the time. They're either too late or too early on some things. So like I said, I'm not dissing on them. Sometimes this is a genuine problem that happens. Yeah, no, I sat down to look at the radar real quick and I get a warning on my phone about this tornado warning, and I immediately knew what it was for. I knew it was for this. I mean, I'm here in Sandersville. Literally, I'm literally right where this tornado warning was issued for. I was not worried about it at all. John says nothing in North Laurel where he is. Maybe it was a very small funnel. Did anybody lose power in North Laurel? Do we know? Does everyone have power? That's usually a good indicator on if anything happened. I want to thank all 30 people that showed up for me to rant a little bit. But no, like everyone's fine for a tornado. Like right now, we have a tornado warning. Maybe something spins up in Heidelberg. It's not the same area of rotation. I say in Heidelberg, I mean along this line. Maybe something spins up. I still think the odds are low, but it's impossible to predict something like this, just because of the nature of these lines. I think maybe you might get a spin up in this little area in Jasper County. But I mean, like I said, if you're behind this line, if you're in Bay Springs, you're fine. If you're on the west side of Interstate 59, you're okay. West side of Interstate 59 is fine. You're good. So yeah, tornado warning is issued. There's no tornado on the ground right now. Like I said, I don't think a tornado warning should have gotten issued, but it did. It's fine. It is what it is. So there we go. I thank you all for trusting Magnolia State Weather whenever we have a tornado warning. Getting up to 30 people very fast was a very good thing. And I hope we see that again tonight whenever we're doing severe weather coverage. But yeah, I'm not going to go offline just yet. I'm trying to get some more reports. Let's look at some power outages real quick. Power outages, I'm not really seeing anything near here. At least not updated. So that's usually good. Yeah, so like I said, sorry, that's definitely why the warning got issued. You had a quick little, I guess maybe a quick little spin up go into the line. I don't even know if it was a tornado. I don't see anything on radar, so I don't think it was. But they got a little trigger happy is what it seems like. So it is what it is. We've had like 5 or 6 tornado warnings today. I think only 2 tornadoes so far. Maybe we'll hear word about a quick little spin up that happened in North Laurel. If there was a quick little spin up in North Laurel, maybe I'll be okay with the tornado warning getting issued. I'm not worried about anything in this tornado warning, so know that. I'd say maybe be ready to be in a safe spot if you're in Hattiesburg, just because there is maybe an area of rotation there. But I mean, yeah, if you're in North Laurel now, you're fine. If you're in Jones County now, you're fine. Let me just go ahead and clarify that. You are okay if you're in Jones County. Interesting. Definitely could be like a funnel. Funnels can cause that. I've been through, like, I mean, I've done storm chasing. I kind of understand that feeling. If it was a funnel, I get it. It can cause some funny things to happen and for it to get really loud real quick. But if it didn't touch the ground, it wasn't a tornado. So I mean, who knows? I mean, do I see anything in Shibuya? Let's find out. Shibuta's far enough south. I'm not worried about it. If anything, I think the only risk is between Heidelberg and Quitman and maybe Stonewall. I think that's where we're looking right now. I know I'm not really playing Weatherman right now. I'm playing questions right now. I mean, but that's fair. I do like this area of rotation over Heidelberg right now is looking impressive all of a sudden. The tornado warning was not issued for this area of rotation in Heidelberg. Let me just clarify that. If a tornado forms from this area of rotation in Heidelberg, it was not for that. It was not for this area of rotation that's in Heidelberg now. But we're gonna monitor this area of rotation in Heidelberg. And I'll go ahead and how fast is this moving? Let's see. 45 miles an hour. Okay. And so let's look at this area of rotation here. Let's go ahead and change it to a cellular storm path. And then let's go off about my bad. Okay. And let's go up. Okay. So yeah, this is over Heidelberg right now. They'll be crossing over. This will be over Vosburg in about 5 minutes. Be crossing over Highway 11. It'll be near Barnett at 9:15. Elwood at 9:22. Quitman at 9:28. So Quitman 9:28 around 9:30. Be aware because this is a pretty decent looking area of rotation. I'm not going to lie. This is one of the best ones we've seen in a while. Look at that. This might produce a tornado. That's very impressive. We might get a tornado here in Heidelberg. This is moving through downtown Heidelberg. I mean, I've been through... Yeah, it's moving through downtown Heidelberg right now. If you know anybody in Heidelberg, they need to be in their safe spot. All of a sudden, this thing is spun up. Like I said, the tornado warning was not for this area of rotation. It was for something totally different. This might just save the National Weather Service. Yeah, big area of rotation here over Heidelberg. If you know people in Heidelberg, tell them to be in their safe spot. Ping them. Tell them to take shelter. If you know anybody that's in this tornado warning, let them know what's going on, because this area of rotation is the most impressive area of rotation we've had this entire morning. So looking at it, you can really see how that area of rotation tightened up very quickly as it got towards Heidelberg. Tightened up very quickly. If you look at the reflectivity, you can see an embedded supercell right here. You can kind of see that kidney bean shape. You can kind of see it curled up in here. Definitely a little embedded supercell right there going through Heidelberg. Do we have anything on the ground? Let's find out. Let's look at correlation. Nothing so far. Big area of rotation right there. Not seeing anything from the correlation coefficient. This is our debris radar. We want this to stay clear. We want this to stay clear. But a big definitely a funnel going through Heidelberg right now. Maybe not a funnel, but maybe a mesocyclone. Let me say that. Yeah, but a big area of rotation over Heidelberg. This is about to move through Vosburg. This is about to move through Stafford Springs. And this will cross over US Highway 11 in Jasper County very soon. This is heading off to the north, or to the northeast. Yeah, this is heading off to the northeast. We'll cross over Barnett. We'll cross over Elwood and Highway 18 soon. This is heading towards Quitman, Mississippi. The odds of it making it to Quitman are low, but it is heading that way in the general direction to the northeast. Looking back at correlation coefficient, I'm not seeing anything. I don't think I have any radar updates so far. Let me see if I can see anything from any other radar. I'm not seeing anything yet. Oh, is that? No, that can't be. I'm going to wait before I say anything. Mobile radar might be tricking me out a little bit. A very good possibility it's tricking me out a little bit. But if that's true, that could be... I'm waiting for a radar to update here. I don't have anything so far. Still nothing on velocity radar from Jackson. That's good. That's what we like to see. We don't want anyone to get hurt today. We just want this to... We just want this to pass. We keep updating the velocity signature, or we keep updating the radars right now, just because this is a high pressure situation right now. Whenever you have a velocity signature that's that strong, sometimes it gets a little worrisome. Luckily, that area of rotation has broadened out just a little bit. That's a good thing. And luckily, we don't see a single thing on the correlation coefficient. I don't think we can get a traffic cam here, obviously. This is a little difficult of a situation. We don't have any sky cams in this region. But we do have an area of rotation moving off to the northeast towards Quitman. That's going through Jasper County. This is now to the northeast, probably, of Heidelberg. This is still going through portions of Heidelberg right now. I don't believe there's a tornado on the ground right now. Doesn't look like it. The correlation coefficient is not picking up anything. I don't know if we have any reports from Heidelberg or if we have anybody watching from Heidelberg. But so far, seeing nothing. I'm going to look off to the south just a little bit for any other areas of rotation. No, we're seeing nothing. This is the only big area of rotation right now. See, as soon as I got up, I was like, I don't think we're going to see anything else with tornadoes. And we might not. We might not see anything touch down. I get up out of my chair, tornado warning immediately comes up. I'm like, I can't catch a break. I might eventually get to rest my vocal cords a little bit, but we have weather to do right now. This is my main job out of everything. I love doing this. This is my service for people with what I can do. Anyways, area of rotation just passed over Heidelberg. Does not look like anything's touched down. So that's good to see. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at like the timing on this again. So, timing on this. Vosburg, it's going to be over you about right in the next 2 minutes, I'd say. Stafford Springs, you're in the same boat. Barnett at 9:20, Nancy at 9:21, Elwood at 9:27, and it'll cross over Highway 18 at about 9:25. Okay, Quitman 9:33. Let's say 9:30, and then you get farther to the northeast, and we're starting to get into lower confidence out there, so I'm not going to worry. I'm too far out there. If anybody hears any reports of damage or anything, please DM me pictures, DM me anything you can see. All right, that would be great. That'd help me out a good bit. It's been a long morning so far. We have been live for roughly, let's see, since 5:30, so about to be near 4 hours. Yeah, that area of rotation over Heidelberg has since kind of dissipated. I mean, we still see a potential area of rotation, but luckily it looks as if that area went away. Let's see if I can find anything. Hmm. Yeah. Not seeing anything out of Heidelberg so far on my end. I'm not going to go off air just yet, once again, because it seems like every time I go off air, something happens. Knew it was going to be a potentially busy day with tornado warnings, but I was not expecting it to get started this soon. I will say we might be looking at potentially some tornado warnings maybe in southwestern Mississippi once again pretty soon. Luckily, it looks like maybe the tornado threat's going to be limited a little farther south. We'll have to wait and see, honestly. Very grateful for how fast everyone flocks to the live stream whenever something is potentially happening. Very good that I'm starting, very nice to see that I'm starting to get a following. That's very nice, and that helps my confidence a good bit. Just going to check something real quick. Tonight will be interesting because tonight we'll have to see if the lower level jet can get kicked in, because that'll cool off the mid levels and that will really open up the floor to lots of instability. And so we'll really have to see if this morning's storms will be like suppressed by this morning's activity. I want to thank everyone so far today. We were only 105 followers on Facebook away from 10,000. Maybe we can reach 10,000 today. Maybe we can get a ton of people on the live stream for Magnolia State Weather. We'll see. We'll wait and see. It's definitely been a good one so far. I have loved it. It's been a great time so far. The journey with all you guys trusting in me. I got to make some posts soon. We're opening up a Facebook group that's going to allow you to ask questions, but that's also going to allow you to send pictures and damage information in. That'll help me because I can't gather all this by myself, and all you guys will be all over the state and potentially could help with that. And so we're going to start that community before too long. But that'll be something that I'll have to post after we get a little bit of a break here in a little bit. I'm going to just wait just a few more minutes on this tornado warning. Because like I've been saying, I'm trying to save my voice for tonight and this afternoon. I think that will be the biggest risk of the day. Like I said, this first round, I don't even think it's the biggest risk of the day in South Mississippi. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe it is. Like I said, we weren't expecting storms this early in the morning. So yeah, it's been good. I love that a flood watch has just been going on the bottom for Alaska. So what I might do is I might change the settings on the bottom bar to, instead of being weather for all of the US, I might change it to be Mississippi and maybe add like Louisiana and Alabama just for events like this so that it's only information of Mississippi and Alabama going on the bottom. I think you all would probably enjoy that. It'd probably be easier to see more information that I'm not saying at the time on the bottom. Like, are we fans of the bar on the bottom? I did not create this, but I use it, and I'm one of the only people that uses it. It's I mean it's some code a guy made that he allows me to use, so it's pretty good. I can change the settings to make it Mississippi and regional stuff only, so that we're not seeing flood watches in Alaska. But I think that bar at the bottom is pretty important in terms of information that I can't repeat 24/7. It's pretty good though. Anyways, the area of rotation in Jasper County really has weakened, which is a good thing. There is possible hail with the system, with the storm, possibly up to 3/4 of an inch. But I don't think that's the main problem with this cell. You can still see that it's a supercell. It's kind of all jumbled up together. It's classic Dixie Alley type weather. It's just kind of what happens. Sorry, I was looking at something. I'm just lost for words right now. Anyways, um, I don't want to say I want to go off air just yet because I want to go rest my voice and get food and everything. This area of rotation in Jasper County has luckily weakened significantly. This is a supercell. You can kind of see the shape here a little better with that type of radar. But overall, I think we're okay in Jasper County for now. I'm gonna wait just a few minutes for this to get out of Mississippi. Maybe not a few minutes. I'll wait a little bit longer for this to get mostly out of Mississippi. Got some storms moving into southwestern Mississippi. Not really too worried about these just yet. I think it's going to take a few hours for us to see storms that are going to be a big problem. Sorry, I'm checking something. Anyways, one more thing before I go for now. I just want to point out what our risk levels are today. Okay. Tornado threat, I don't think it's like, I want to say a level above low. Like if we have if we have a if we have a slider that's very low, low, slight, moderate, enhanced, high, whatever, I think our tornado threat's probably, I want to say a moderate. I don't want to say it's marginal. I don't think our tornado threat's very low. I or low. I don't think that's a very like good word for it. I think the likelihood of tornadoes is probably lower, but I think these tornadoes can be like a little stronger. We'll have to wait and see. I think the likelihood of having tornadoes is not low. I think it's more of a slight, more of like a 2 or 5, like we have today. The flooding risk is definitely the biggest factor of this whole event. That's what we're focusing on, is flooding. Okay. The tornado threat is there. We'll continue to monitor it. That's what I focus on a good bit, the tornado risk, but the flooding risk is really going to be a problem, especially tonight. So anyways, remember there's a damaging wind threat there. I actually don't think the damaging wind threat is all that big. I think the tornado risk is actually higher than the damaging wind risk. And then remember there's a small hail risk there, but our hail here does not usually get that big unless we have a big hailstorm, and I don't think that's going to happen. And so anyways, I'm going to go off here once again. Let's see if I end up back on here in 5 minutes. But anyways, thank you all for showing up in such a short notice. I think we got up to 30 people on the live stream this time. Those numbers keep going up. Thank you for trusting Magnolia State Weather, and I love to see how this is going. I am student meteorologist Ashton Champion. I am a junior at Mississippi State University, and thank you for trusting Magnolia State Weather, and thank you for trusting me. It means so much to me that all y'all can come ask me questions, and that you're starting to trust me just a little bit. So anyways, thank you. I will see y'all this afternoon and into tonight, and I will be posting updates throughout the day for our weather moving in this afternoon tonight.